Hey everybody, Trainer Joe here, bringing you something fresh, as we always do. We're going to talk about 4 lies that keep you fat. Have you ever been lied to? I've been on both ends of that. I've been the recipient and I've been the giver. It ain't a good place, is it? It doesn't make you feel good, and you're really not dealing in reality when you're walking in lies. And when it comes to weight loss, this is one of the things that might surprise you at how it's going to make it more difficult. You're fighting a battle that you really don't have much of a chance as long as you're not seeing what's really happening. Number one, we got 4 of these. So, number one, you should avoid getting hungry. A lot of people believe I shouldn't be hungry. Well, here's the problem with that. You really don't know what hunger is. A lot of people don't. It's normal. Our gauge that says when we should eat because we're hungry doesn't work properly. And when you think about it, when you're doing this, you're wanting to go from this bigger person to a smaller person. So it's natural for you to feel like eating until you've satisfied this bigger person. Well, you don't even want to satisfy that person. That's not what you want. You want to satisfy a smaller person. You're going to feel some hunger. That's normal. Not only should you tolerate hunger, you should embrace it. And that's why when you're in my program, we talk about embracing the hunger because you're eating for a new you. Number 2 lie is that it's just not that big a deal. Man, it's hard to do something when it's not that big a deal. Wouldn't you agree that if it's just not a big deal, for most people then, if it's not a big deal, they're not coming to me. So there's always, it's kind of a big deal once they've reached out, which is oftentimes the biggest piece of this, because you've got to realize this is a big deal when you ask for help. But even then, when people have come to me and say, hey, will you help me? Part of what I'm trying to do is get them to see this is a big deal. It's maybe, probably even a bigger deal than you see it as being. And here's the issue there. Until your current condition strikes you as severe, the solution seems extreme. So when somebody says you need to do this or you need to do that, or you ought to give up that, or you should not eat that, it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it makes sense if it's a big enough deal. So decide to take this on like it's a big deal, and I need to be willing to treat it like it's a big deal because that's the reality. Number 3, food will fix it. It'll make me happy. It may seem like 2, but they're real similar. Food will fix it. Food will make me happy. So that's number 3. Well, let's just look at it. How happy are you? Has eating excessively made you happy? And when you look around, if that's true, if it's going to make you happy, if it's going to fix anything, then all of the really big people ought to be happy and fixed. Is it true? Are all of the overweight, obese, morbidly obese, it should be the bigger we are, the happier we are, and the more fixed we are. Is that real? Guys, we're not living in reality. That is not truth. And when you're sitting there trying to decide, should I eat more to be happy? And should I eat more to fix myself? We just gotta ask the question, how much happy do you want to wear? Because you're going to wear it. So let's get beyond that. Let's walk in truth. Food doesn't fix it, doesn't make you happy. And 4th and final one, it's my metabolism. If I just had a good metabolism, this wouldn't be a problem. I was out with some friends one time, and we were on some kind of retreat in this cabin, and I heard 2 women talking, and one of them said, man, I turned 50, and everything's going to my belly. My metabolism is shot. It's no good. Later that night, we were sitting around eating chips and salsa and cheese and snacks, and she was eating it too, and I get it, and that's fine. But she was complaining that it was her metabolism, when the reality was, it's the chips. 4 lies. You need to quit believing them, you guys, and then you're going to have a real shot at this. Join me for the next transformation. Guys, a lot of you are going to see this so much more clearly if you walk through a 21-day transformation with me. So why don't you join our next one? There's a link. Where's the link, Paul? Below. The link's below. We'd love to have you join us. We provide a new video every week, so subscribe to make sure you don't miss one, and we'll see you in our next transformation. I'm Trainer Joe, helping you train your brain and transform your body.